welcome or welcome back if you saw my first vlog. I was really actually quite nervous to post it, but it's gotten all of 32 views. So we're working on it, always improving, always looking for the next thing. If you can see, I've kind of changed positions in the room. Try out some new backgrounds, try out some new spaces, new lighting. Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, or just tell me what you like. Probably better that way. Today, the shirt is one of my personal favorites, and it says, "I like big books and I cannot lie." And this is not the truth. I read all of the time. I read mostly fiction, and more in the summer than during the school year, but I do try and read as often as possible. My husband is often on my case about just reading one more chapter, which turns into two more chapters, which turns into the rest of the book. Oops. I guess I could say I'm sorry, but that would be a lie. So today I'm going to go over with you a couple of the things that I have been reading, like reading, and will return to reading more than once. I just finished a couple books by Mary Kay Andrews. She writes some fun, summer, exciting things. Easy to read. I read each of them in about 2 days. Didn't take very long at all, and I was able to do it in between taking care of the boy and doing summer stuff and just kind of enjoying. So the first one I actually read was Mary Kay Andrews' Summer Rental, and it was set down in, well, Georgia. Carolina is actually pretty cool. I like things that tend toward more of the East Coast because that's where we live, and it's always fun to see things or hear about things or read about things that are close to where we are. So we did Summer Rental, and then I did Savannah Breeze. Like I said, these are really easy, really quick. They look thick, but I mean, the print in this one is definitely not small, so I can read it pretty easily. They were good enough that I did not want to put them down, so I didn't. And then yesterday, I finished Spring Fever. Now, they don't all correlate. The same characters are not in the same books, just the same author. So, like I said, easy to read. Don't have to buy them all at once. You can read one or another. A friend of mine just finished another one that I'm hoping she'll hang on to for me so I can take a look and read that one. I'm looking forward to it. So, she is a recent author friend of mine. I know she's been around for a while, but I didn't know much about her until I kind of picked up a couple of her books at a used book sale. Used book sales. Great place to find really cheapo books. I went last year to the library in town when they had their book sale, and it turns out I went at the right time because at like 2 o'clock they half-priced all of their books, which went from like $1 to 50 cents. So who can go wrong with that? Let's see. My next book that I really enjoyed recently is a book by John Green. He wrote A Fault in Our Stars and Paper Towns, which you've probably heard of, but he also wrote An Abundance of Catherines. This one is pretty funny because, like I said previously, I'm a nerd for interesting facts, and at the bottom of a lot of the pages, they have these fun little footnotes that share random facts and information that actually do go along with the story. So I would definitely and 100% recommend this one if you're looking for something new to read. Back to an oldie but goodie. About 2-3 years ago, probably longer, my aunt gave me the first book in the Outlander series, and I've heard the author's name pronounced 2 ways. I think it's Diana Gabaldon, but it could be Diana Gabaldon. I have no idea. I've never met her, so I don't know how to say her name. But she wrote the Outlander series, which right now is 8 books. She's working on the 9th one. They are thicker books. I lent my first one, the actual Outlander book, to a friend of mine. So I have the next 2, Dragonfly and Amber and Voyager. These, yes, longer books. You're going to have to invest some time, but they're worth it. It's actually about Jamie, who is, I believe, a 17th century Scotsman, and Claire, who is a war nurse from the 1900s. So they kind of meet up. It sounds a little weird. It's not like Time Traveler's Wife. It's more of a story than that, and they don't go back and forth and back and forth. So it's definitely something worth getting into and worth giving your time to, because I've loved it. And I have to say, I follow the actors who now portray Jamie and Claire. They've made the first book into a 2-part series on Stars, and it was not for children, but very good. And I'm looking forward to how they do book 2 and season 2. So I kind of follow along with them, and they seem to be fun characters. They seem to have great chemistry, and the books themselves are amazing. So I can't wait to see how the author and the director work together to do the next books. If I had to recommend just one set of the books that I'm talking about today, Outlander would be it. I recommend Outlander to everybody. And not just because I like it, but because it can appeal to a variety of people. So I would definitely check that one out. And last for today, but not least, many of you have heard of Wicked, the Wizard of Oz story from the Wicked Witch's point of view. It's a book by Gregory Maguire. And what a lot of people don't know is that the actual book itself has a sequel, which is called Son of a Witch, which I'm always very careful to pronounce because I don't want people to think I'm saying bad words. And then the last one is actually called Out of Oz. This is the final volume in the Wicked years, it says. So I have to say, all of these are very good. I had no idea. Gregory Maguire actually writes a lot of fractured fairy tales. He does one about Snow White. He does one about Cinderella. They're just a different take from a different character's point of view of our well-loved and well-known fairy tales. So I would definitely check out Gregory Maguire if you're looking for something and if you really liked the Wicked series. Wicked play, bit different from the book, but they're still both good. I know the whole soundtrack to the Wicked production, but I never got to see it. But by the music, you can pretty much tell what's going on. Some things are changed from the book, but both are still very good and very close to true to form. So, recap. Mary Kay Andrews, check. We have Diana and the Outlander series. We have Gregory Maguire, and we have John Green and An Abundance of Catherines. So like I said, that is at least 9, 10, 12, 15 different books for your summer reading pleasure, and I would definitely recommend that you check them out. If you have something that you think I should read, because I'm always looking for new books, if you have something that you think I should take a look at, go ahead and comment so that I know where to look for it. And also, I would very much appreciate it if you would like and subscribe and share the video so we can get out to more people and keep this going. See you later.